results will prove that I was right. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and apologies for anybody that wanted an AEW Redemption review, but I just cannot commit myself to watching an AEW B-level pay-per-view. I mean, WWE's bad enough, but at least you know it's only going to last 3 hours. AEW, I mean, it can last 5, 6, 7 hours. You've got these 2-hour pre-shows. They really are unbearable. But the one thing that pissed me off about this show is that it doesn't really feel like a pay-per-view. And it's not really. It's just like a pit stop, you know? It's like a stop between now, the build between All In and the actual All In event itself. And we have a world title match on this show when you just know the world title isn't going to change hands. I hate how AEW do that sometimes, where they've already booked the world title match at like the second pay-per-view in advance, and then the next pay-per-view you just know the match that they have for the world title is a dead rubber because you've already got the pay-per-view match booked for the next show. And we already know Kenny Omega's taking on Will Ospreay. So Kenny Omega defending his title tonight at AEW Redemption was irrelevant. It didn't mean anything because we all knew he was going to win. And by God, did he win. But anyway, let's go through this here. We're going to just do quick results, quick recap, guys. So I have not seen any of the show. I did see Kenny Omega, though, at the end, hitting the one-winged angel on Will Ospreay. So Will Ospreay's on the rope, celebrating to the crowd, I guess. And then Omega comes out, gets him in the one-winged angel, bang, plants him in the middle of the ring. Is this Kenny Omega turning heel, or is it more of a warning shot just that he's sending to Will Ospreay before they meet in like 4 weeks' time? I don't really know. Truth be told, I don't really care. But anyway, let's get into it then. So the pre-show match was the conglomeration, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly taking on the Lethal Twist, Jay Lethal, Blake Christian, and Lee Johnson. The conglomeration won by pinfall in 12 minutes. Even the pre-show matches lasting well over 10 minutes, man. These length matches on AEW are insane, and we'll see it in a second here, but they just cannot do short matches. I mean, what is wrong with a match going 6 or 7 minutes? Absolutely nothing. But AEW wouldn't know what a 6-minute match is, especially on pay-per-view. Anyway, opening match of the night. Speedball Mike Bailey defeated Jack Perry, the Beast Mortos, Commander, Nick Wayne, and El Clone in a 6-way ladder match to determine the number one contender to the AEW International Championship. This match lasted 19 minutes and 40 seconds, so a 20-minute match. 20-minute match for Mike Bailey to climb a ladder and become number one contender. Second match, Young Bucks defeated the Death Riders, John Moxley and Will Ospreay, in a tag team match. John Moxley and Will Ospreay in a tag team match. Now, I don't really get this. So, the Death Riders had 2 matches tonight. There was 2 different tag team matches, and the Jobber combination that were in a tag team match were competing for the tag titles, but the main 2 weren't. You know, it just seems a bit weird. But anyway, yeah, the Young Bucks defeat John Moxley and Will Ospreay. Again, another match that lasted 19 minutes and 40 seconds, so another 20-minute match. Just not necessary, but it's AEW, so that's what they do. Fourth match, Kyle Fletcher defeated Bandido for the AEW International Championship. 26 minutes and 20 seconds this match lasted. Jesus Christ. Kyle Fletcher needing over 26 minutes to beat Bandido. Why did they do this? I mean, seriously, why the fuck did they think that these long matches... I mean, if every match is long, then no match is long. On a pay-per-view, there should be like maybe 1 match, possibly 2, that go 20 minutes plus. Then there should be a few matches that go between 10 and 20. And then the others should be about 7, 8 minutes. That's how it should go. That's how it should be. But nah, AEW, every match has to be 20 minutes. It's insane. Right, fourth match. The Dogs, David Finlay and Clark Connors, defeated Bang Bang Gang, Jay White and Juice Robinson in a double chain tag team match. This lasted 19 minutes and 5 seconds. Another 20-minute match. Unbelievable here. So, yeah, we're what? We're 4 matches in, and the matches are averaging on roughly what? The matches are averaging roughly 21.5 minutes between the 4 matches so far. I mean, what the fuck are we doing here? Fifth match, Maya World defeated Hikaru Shida for the AEW TBS Championship. You're thinking, well, this is a women's match, so it's going to be a shorter match. Well, not really. Shortest match of the night so far, but it was still 16.5 minutes. Still a very, very long match. Sixth match of the night, we got Christian Cage and Adam Copeland defending the AEW World Tag Team Championships. They defeated the Death Riders, Claudio Cascanoli and Pac by pinfall. 2 old guys. Is it fair to say that AEW gave them a short match? No. 18 minutes and 35 seconds. So almost another 20-minute match there. Insane. Both guys way into their 50s now. Right, 7th match. The Painmaker Chris Jericho defeated Tommaso Ciampa by submission. No holds barred match. 23 minutes. You got 55-year-old Chris Jericho going 23 minutes. I love Chris Jericho. One of my favourites of all time. But does he really need a 23-minute match in the year 2026? Would he not be better if he worked like a 12-minute match? But nah, he goes 23. Just insanity. I just don't get it, guys. I really don't get it, but it's AEW. Like I said, every match is fucking long. 8th match. Andrade El Idolo defeated Mark Davis in 16 minutes and 15 seconds in a match that should not even be on AEW on a pay-per-view. Who the fuck's Mark Davis, by the way? This match lasted 16 minutes and 15 seconds. A throwaway match between a bum and an even bigger bum. Andrade's the bum and Mark Davis is the even bigger bum in this last 16 minutes. 9th match, Willow Nightingale defeated Tekla for the AEW Women's World Championship by pinfall in 17 minutes and 10 seconds. And Willow Nightingale became the new Women's AEW World Champion. I think that's a bad call. I don't agree with that. I think Tekla was doing a better job with the belt, but whatever. 17-minute match. Willow Nightingale wins. I mean, after all that talk with Foley and shit, and saying how she's on the level of Foley and she's going to get hardcore, you'd think they would have made this like a stipulation match, a gimmick match. Maybe that'll change. Maybe they'll do a rematch and it will be like no holds barred or something. But yeah, this was just like a basic singles match, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. Then in the main event, Kenny Omega defeated Kevin Knight by pinfall to retain his AEW World Championship in 25 minutes. So 25 minutes, second longest match of the night, just behind Kyle Fletcher and Bandido. And then after the match, we had Kenny Omega hitting the One-Winged Angel on Will Ospreay. Don't really know why Will Ospreay was out there. He was probably making the save, to be honest. I don't know. Don Callis' guys were probably out there beating up Omega, and then Ospreay ran out. Who knows? Who cares? That's your AEW Redemption recap. Crazy that Chris Jericho's going 23 minutes with Tommaso Ciampa, who's not a spring chicken himself, to be honest, you know. Combined age of almost, 100 in that match. Tommaso Ciampa must be about 42. And Jericho's like 55 or 56. So, you know what I mean? You're pushing 100 in that match. And they're going almost 25 minutes. Mental. And that's why I just can't watch AEW. I cannot watch these pay-per-views where you're getting these like long-ass matches going on forever. It's just not for me. Anyway, guys, that is it. That's Fog Wrestling. We'll catch you in the next one. That's your early morning.